Welcome back into another episode of Spaceman 2.0 Phoenix Truth Rising Show, here to help you grow in the knowledge and wisdom of truth, and the truth will set you free. With the best history lesson and spiritual insights on the planet, exposure of the Illuminati's plan of world conquest and control is the death knell to the New World Order. So, John Coleman, a wonderful author, committing his life to revealing these secrets. Here's an overview and a wonderful outlay in a graph of how you can see the Committee of 300 controls it all. And this is just a general breakdown, very, very general, of course, because we can get into pages of lists of names of organizations and institutions like the Tavistock, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, the CFR, even the Canadian CFR, basically, and all the banks and all the other organizations we'll get into. But before that, let's just take a quick look at the overview. With the royal families ruling, and we know there's more than just one, and they've amalgamated themselves by secretly aligning with the true bloodlines of true kings and queens and eradicating them with the black nobility. And those details can go into further research through David Icke's wonderful outlay, The Biggest Secret. But with that being said, look at this: United Nations and member nations. So the UN has always been a cover. We have Zionism, communism, Fabianism, liberalism, socialism, and right-wing parties right at the top. So the first three testicular heads are the royal families, United Nations, member nations, and Zionism, which is communism, Fabianism, liberalism, socialism, and right-wing parties. So the more you repeat this over and over, these words, you get this more in your mind of how it works. Then you got the British intelligence, the CIA, and the Mossad. The Mossad is really the Israeli intelligence, which British means Boret, ish means people of, and Boret is covenant. So people of the covenant, but the long lost tribes of Israel have been taken over by the Nazis or the Khazarian fake Judaists, to put it another way. And that being said, other intelligence agencies, Royal Institute for International Affairs, I was just talking about that, and how they control, coming right down here, and they control all religious organizations, the one world government, church, okay? They control petroleum, banking, mining, insurance, commerce, industry. Of course, they have to have their fronts, their false flag terror events that are controlled by them. The Bin Ladens had bank accounts with Hussein, and Bin Laden also had bank accounts with Bush and all that. The Bin Ladens are the biggest construction company over there, so they do all the cleanup after the wars, and they make money. Milner Group, Round Table, Freemasonry, and other secret societies. Okay, remember, secret societies. Unknown men, who can they be? Then we got the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations and the executive arm of the Royal Institute for International Affairs. This will be considered part one of a general overview, and then we're going to go into just some basic lists so that you can see that this stuff has been going on for quite a while. Tavistock Institute for Human Relations, Club of Rome, remember that, NATO, U.S. military, drug trade, okay, the opium trade, actually explained at the end of this book how that was controlled actually by the British East Indian Company, Hong Kong, London Council. They put them under opium. Medallion Cartel, the Cali Cartel, Watch American Made, with Barry Seal, Oliver North depictions of what went on with the drugs running in for Clinton, actually, through Stanford Research Institute, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Institute for Policy Studies, Rand, Hudson Institute, Wharton School of Economics.